Now I will show you how to use facade design pattern. But first of all, we're gonna create a problem, and after using this facade design pattern, we're gonna solve it. Let's get started. First of all, create simple course module. Class course with constructor, and the constructor will have the following object, data. If you watch this course from the beginning, you should know how to work with data objects. Now we're gonna set a name, also you can use project, for the course, and let's use course completed or not. I would like to use this parameter with predefined value, which will be false. Now let's create main module. By the way, we should export this module. Module.export course. Okay. Let's create constant variable course and import course module. Okay, good. Now let's create an object. Const my course. And input parameters for this object will be also object, because we are using data object here as input parameter. Let's create these keys. Let's copy it and eliminate the keyword this. And let's use, for example, JavaScript patterns course, JS design pattern. A project for this course will be Udemy application, for example. Comma. And here we're gonna use completed or not. But we have predefined value false, that's why we don't need this parameter. Let's get rid of it. Okay, good. This is a simple course object. But what if we want to create set of methods that we will use when we complete the course? Let's create such kind of services. Create constant variable course services. And now inside of this course services, we're gonna use IIFE function, which is immediately invoked function. If you don't know what is it, it means that we're gonna invoke the function when we create it. I don't want to explain this in detail because this course is about design patterns, but not about JavaScript. But if you want to know some details about it, try to find IIFE function. And inside of this immediately invoked function, let's create one more function. With set of methods. Return. First key will be complete. We're gonna have course input, or you can use another input, it doesn't matter. It will be method. This method is going to set true for completed. Let's use course because it's input object, and for this course object we're we're gonna set completed as true. Okay? Now let's use console.log to show the result. Inside of this console log, we're gonna use sentence completing course and the name of the course. Plus course dot name. Okay? Now let's create one more method, which will be save method. Okay? Save method course and create a function with console.log saving course. Good. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna call this method in the main module, and you will see why I wanna use Facade. Let's export this module. Use destructor method to export this module. Okay, good. And now you should use course services and call the function complete. Complete with our course, my course. And now I'm gonna set condition with if statement. If we have my course completion true, true, or you can use even like this without true. If the statement is true, we're gonna use method save. Okay? How to use it? Course dot save. And input parameter will be my course. Good. Now let's check. Let's create console log. With my course. And let's create one more before changes. In this case, we will see some changes. Okay? Let's check. Not main. Oh, I have an error. Oh, sorry. Here I should use course services, okay? Now let's check one more time. Okay, good. We have two objects. This is the first object when we have created. And now we call new object after changes here. Completing the course, JavaScript design patterns, and saving course JavaScript design patterns, because now we changed completion of the course and set value true. But what is the problem with this small application? We have logic in the main file, but we should avoid this logic in the main file. There are so many lines that we don't want to see. In my opinion, we should use these lines in the course module and create a wrapper for this and just call this wrapper in the main file. In this case, we avoid so many lines in the main module. To solve this problem, we're gonna use Facade design pattern. Facade design pattern is like a wrapper. Let's create this wrapper in the course module. Open course module file and let's get started. Create course services wrapper. Const course services. Course service, we can use wrapper or it's better to use Facade. Now let's create one more immediately invoked function. And here I'm going to use these lines of code. But input parameter will be my course. Now just export this module. We're gonna export it. We don't need any more course services because we're gonna work with course services Facade, and this course Facade will work with course services. Here we should import course Facade. Okay, let's delete these lines and just use course Facade. Now we hide complex logic from the user who will use only the main module. Now let's create course services Facade and get access to our function. But let's do one more thing. Let's just return this function with name, for example, complete method. It will be key and the name of the function will be complete. Const complete method equals this function. But in order to invoke this function immediately, we should create one more function inside of this scope. Let's do it. And now let's return complete method. Now everything is okay, just call this complete method with input parameter my course. And let's check. Node main. Everything is working now. First object is completed false, but the second object is true. Now we have created well-organized code due to the Facade pattern. Think about Facade pattern as a wrapper. Don't forget to practice and see you in the next video, guys.